Double cam.
Double cam. Hashtag double cam hype. All right.
back.
Thank you for letting us take a quick break.
That was a quick break.
Just got some water. Had a bio break. Gave the dog some water.
Everyone got
and
water.
To answer your question, Robbie, Twitch, not Twitch themselves, but they essentially, for a long time, people were kind of using licensed music, which they really shouldn't have been. Same with us. And what happens is the record labels, much kind of like what happens with monetizing on YouTube, the record labels send a thing to Twitch saying, hey, this is our music. They can't be using this without licensing from us. So you have to pull it down.
Which is fair.
Twitch essentially is just the middleman passing that from the record label to the streamers. So I don't blame Twitch. But it makes it so we can't really use licensed music anymore. So the music you hear before we get started, there's usually one track that I play and then a little intro track that plays. I created both of those so I can play those okay. Some streamers will still use things like SoundCloud and things that are free use kind of stuff. They're not.
Avery, what are you doing?
But I just think I'll eventually create some more music to play in the background or something, some little loop in something. But in the meantime, yeah, no real music. So.
During the break, we found out that
his narwhal lost the tip, just the tip. Are you honestly surprised?
I'm so sad. It's such a cute toy. This is the problem I have with getting him cute toys because he tears them up.
Boys will be boys.
We got a Sir Avery.
You want to get him this time?
Come here.
You have been requested, sir. How are we going to do this with the double cam?
I don't know.
Are you a good boy?
He's like, Mom, why are you picking me up?
It still works. You still get the same amount of Avery. Oh, the kisses. Oh, the kisses. Mama, your face needs clean.
They want to see your face, sir.
Hi.
I'll do this.
Oh, we love him so much too. I know. Look at that face. Oh my god. Where's Hama been lately? I haven't seen Hama in.
I think he's streaming.
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, he's playing some Bloodborne. What's up, Puppers? Stop, Puppers. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Yeah, he's been doing a lot better today, so hopefully the tummy problems are a thing of the past. You know, just no belly's been upset. Oh, big yawn. He's too friggin' cute for his own good.
Alright.
You're just gonna do the rest of the stream like that?
No, he's heavy.
So I could rub that in Thomas' face. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Double cam.
Look at that face, though.
I know.
Alright, buddy.
She's just like hell-bent on revenge here.
I probably should have.
Ooh, cafe. Can I grab a sandwich?
Honestly, I probably should have, or one of us should have taken him out during the break. Maybe I'll do that real quick while you're getting where you're going.
Cool. Quick switch. Wow. Oh, well, this one's...
Well, he's laying
he's
down.
laying down. Double cam.
But then I don't want to... I'd rather do it now while you're still getting somewhere, rather than like when there's a cutscene. So, I'll take him really quick. So it'll just be Jason for a minute.
Guys, if we hit a cutscene, I'll pause.
Avery, gotta go potty? Let's go potty. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go potty. And then we can come back.
Oh, dude, are they killing all the prisoners?
Who's killing the prisoners?
The Rattlers. Holy shit. These Rattlers are not good people. We thought Isaac and the WLF were bad, but these Rattlers are... real pieces of garbage.
To the beach.
Your resort's going down in flames. Try playing Fallout 5. Does that game doesn't exist yet? Fallout 4, maybe? Ellie is struggle bussing here. Oh, we're gonna wait here because Carrie needs to see this. I don't want her to miss any of this, so we're gonna give it just a moment. We're gonna give it a moment.
He was such a good
Excuse
boy.
me. He was a good boy.
Yeah, that was a good
Oh,
boy.
he's a good boy.
Yeah.
Do you want a dental chew? Get a dental chew for being such a good boy.
You ever have one of those coughs that just makes your head hurt? Oh. Had bork, 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 bork.
The parenting is real.
Parent life. Hashtag, hashtag. Welcome back.
Thanks. What did I miss?
They were shooting the prisoners. The resort is now on fire.
The
and
fuck?
Burning down. And we were, I don't know whether we can see it. You can kind of see the red from the flames up there. But we made it down to what I'm assuming is called the pillars.
They look like pillars. Holy shit. What the fuck are these people? Savages?
There she is.
Yeah.
Is that her? It looks like her.
The arms
there
are
she
too
is.
small. What the fuck? Oh, her hair is cut off. Yeah, you can tell it's been months.
Yeah, she's seriously lost some weight.
Oh my
Burned.
god.
Is that?
Lev. Honestly, if she kills Abby, I'm actually gonna be sad.
Where's the satisfaction, like, now?
This way.
Is Lev even alive?
Barely.
Oh my god.
We're all in rough shape. We're all just good. Jesus. They just left him out here in the sun.
Jesus. Game, why do you have to go so dark on us? Like, I don't understand why they were capturing these people and torturing them. Like, why?
When it's the end of the world and you're trying to survive. Some
Yeah,
people
but
go to
what
the
what
most
did they
extremes.
what did they get out of it though?
Labor. They get people to work their farms to grow them food so they can eat and survive.
Can't wait to play Nino Kuni, guys.
I can't let you leave. I'm not doing this.
Ellie, let it go.
No. I'm not gonna fight you. Yes, you will.
Ellie.
He's not a part of this. You made him a part of this. Okay. Okay.
Jesus. Oh my god.
I don't feel good about this.
I don't like this. They're still going. Oh my. When is enough enough? You know?
Jesus. Abby's got the muscle on you, Ellie.
Blinded by hatred. Yeah. If she kills Abby, then I mean, what's gonna happen to Lev? Jeez. No, Ellie.
Can we talk about how bad the salt water would hurt with all those cuts?
take him.
We talk about how much I'm crying right now. I know I'm like, this game has fucked me up. Okay.
Lost 2 fingers.
Literally bit off her fingers. That's insane.
If something's happened to Dina. Game, you wouldn't do that though. She go back to Jackson, maybe?
Sure looks like it. Go up to their room, maybe?
Yeah.
She left all Ellie's stuff. I mean, Dina probably needed help with that baby, you know?
Oh, she doesn't have the fingers. I was like, why is it sounding all off that? Ugh.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Where'd you get that?
Those people that came through last week. little embarrassed as to what I had to trade to get it, but not bad.
I had Seth under control.
Yeah, I know.
And you need to stop harassing Jesse about my patrols.
Okay. Dina. Is she your girlfriend?
No. No, that was just one kiss. It doesn't mean anything. She just, I don't know why she did that.
But you do like her.
Stupid.
I have no idea what that girl's intentions are, but I do know that she would be lucky to have you.
You're such an asshole.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
If somehow the Lord gave me a second chance at that moment, I would do it all over again.
Because we never talk about what if they had done it and they still didn't find a cure.
Yeah, right?
It's always a possibility.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that. But I would like to try.
Just like the day before he died. Game!
I'd like that.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
No, don't do that. Because when we finished the first game and I was like cutting it for YouTube, the music at the end was very loud.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That was. I have so many emotions going through me.
I haven't processed yet. Anyone have any feelings they'd like to
I
share?
I knew there wasn't going to be like just a happy
Oh
ending.
no, of course not.
It's just like not since like the first game was spectacular story, and then like it's not often you come across such like impactful story driven games.
Yeah.
And then like there's the Red Dead Redemption 2, and Biggie says, yeah, that's right, it's just very human. Like, I know everybody, like, we don't like Abby because she killed Joel.
Yeah.
But the game did such a good job, I think, of getting you to understand why.
Yeah.
And to, even though you don't like her, through having to play her and understand her, just makes you kind of put in the same place Ellie is there at the end of, like, it's just like, it's not worth this anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew Dina would probably leave and go back to Jackson. I wonder what Ellie will do. I wonder if she'll go back or whether she'll just kind of roam.
Do you think there'll be a third? I don't know.
I don't know. There's rumor that they've talked about it, but it's.
I don't know where they go from here.
Yeah. I feel like they've told enough story that needs to be told.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that they didn't think the sequel was necessary. I loved it. I loved learning more about Ellie, and
It was
the world and-
definitely it hit a lot harder.
I enjoyed being able to see the impacts of the impacts of Joel's decision
Yeah.
and what Joel did. And it's like a lot of people said, like, were like, well, because where it left off, like, well, it's not necessary to see more. And I'm like, I like the fact they kind of like dove into the repercussions of that came from what he did and chose to do.
Abby
No.
was not in the first. You do see her dad for half a second, but you don't know it's
Yeah, you
her
don't.
dad.
Yeah,
The only time you see him, honestly, is when you burst into the room and shoot him.
yeah, and it really set in motion like a lot of events that ended with like a lot of people. Like it impacted, like I think the butterfly on like is an important aspect of the imagery that they have with it on the guitar and everything.
Yeah.
Of, you talk about the butterfly effect, and how one thing can have these massive repercussions, and that Joel's choice to do that, and Jesse died, Tommy almost died, him and Maria split up, Owen died, Mel died, like all these repercussions.
Yara died.
Yeah, Yara died. The WLF and the Seraphites wouldn't have even existed were not for Joel causing the Fireflies to disband. Like that.
But I don't know any father who would have done different. Technically, Ellie's not his daughter,
Yeah.
but daughter-like.
But you really like the whole then war between the WLF and wanting to take out the Seraphites. Like none of that would have happened if it weren't for Joel.
Yeah.
Like Joel was the catalyst for everything that happened. I think that's like why I do appreciate it. Why some people may have had a hard time thinking it was unnecessary, but I kind of loved it. It's like being able to see these far-reaching implications of that one moment.
This game was exhausting on me. Like, I mean, yeah. But when he was first, like, taking her to the Fireflies, he didn't have a relationship with her, and he grew that relationship through the first game, and that's, makes sense why he did what he did. But this game, like I said, was, like, mentally, emotionally exhausting, and I'm ready to play a lighter game. The game, though, did a very good job of... because at the very beginning I was like, I hate Abby, I hate her. I still don't like her as a character or person, but by the end, like, if Ellie would have drowned her, I probably would have, like, started crying right there. Because it's just, because of Lev, and, you know, it just she didn't need to kill her at that point.
Yeah. And, like, I was hoping Ellie would come to that realization of, like, this isn't... I think when she sees Joel sitting on his patio and she's thinking about forgiving him, and at that moment, I think she realized while she was trying to drown Abby that, like, ultimately, regardless, it's not what Joel would have wanted.
And it's not going to make her feel any better.
No, and especially, like, doing it in that moment. Granted, because they were both kind of on an even playing field. I don't feel like either, like, Ellie had this unfair advantage because what had happened to Abby.
Yeah.
So I was worried they were going to make it, like, a really unfair fight. But I think it was just her coming to that ultimate realization that this isn't what Joel would have wanted from me. He didn't, you know, do what he did for me to do this now.
I watched this with Hama first, but I didn't feel much. Felt a lot this time around. You think that's because you've seen it already? Or you're more invested in the story now? I was super invested.
Yeah. It was a roller coaster ride.
I
for
did
sure.
not think at the beginning of this game that I would feel this way toward, I guess, Abby and her story. I hope that her and Lev, you know, figured stuff out and had a good...
Yeah.
I think because I paid more attention with you two than I did him. It's fair.
Especially with the next generation, like, on the horizon, I can't wait to see, like, what they do with... I love open world games. I love big open world RPGs. There's a time and a place for them. But there's something like, you know, and even Red Dead managed to do it somehow really well with being really open.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
And, like, games like this, like, I think it was a great amount of time. Like, for me, if I don't get, like, 20 hours out of a game, I don't feel like I got my money's worth. So for this to be in that, like, 25-hour-ish, but it just super narrative-driven experiences that kind of take you on that roller coaster of emotions. It's like marathoning Lord of the Rings. Like, it's that kind of time frame, and you
Feels
just have
like
this
a movie.
experience. Yeah.
You know? Hama also finished it really fast. I think we took more time to, like, explore and get to know the characters a little more, and we weren't playing it every single day. I don't know if that would have changed how I felt, but I feel like by not playing it every day, I had more time to absorb it, and really, like, take it in.
Let it digest a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, think about, like, what happened and what was going on. Like, thinking back on, like, getting to see those sequences with Owen and Abby and Mel, and, like, you come to feel, like, at first, like, I didn't care as much when Ellie killed Owen.
Mm-hmm.
But then playing through Abby and seeing that relationship and, like, the feelings and the conflicted and, like...
Yeah, at first I was only sad because, like, Mel was pregnant and, like, they were trying to, like, they didn't want to hurt her, and I was kind of upset, but I didn't feel as much. I felt a lot when Abby walked into that room and saw them dead. Like, that hurt because of the games. The game did such a great job of...
And you see Abby,
showing
like,
these characters
change and progress so much into how she is trying to take care of, almost kind of taking on, like, what Joel did with Ellie with Lev.
Yeah.
And, like, trying to be this protector and just, like, being this person to help them get through what they're going through.
Very much like a movie. I love watching it because of the story. Yeah, that's how I felt about the first one when Jason was playing through it a long time ago, and I was just sort of not paying attention, but, like, paying attention, you know what I mean? So this one was, I will say, very good, but I don't know if I'd want to play it again or, like, watch it again.
Yeah, it reminds me of there's a movie called Mother with Jennifer Lawrence in it, and I always say it's a fantastic movie. It's not an enjoyable movie, but it's not a movie I would ever go back and want to watch again.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that the experience emotionally and impacts you and sticks with you. And I feel this game's kind of that way. Like, despite the gameplay elements and everything, it's like it's such a draining experience that you're glad you went through it. But it's like, do I want to sit, put myself through that again?
The movie that does that to me is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas,
Mm.
about the Holocaust. That one it's an amazing movie. Like, it very much needed to, like, show the reality of what happened, but, like, I don't want to watch it again because it's hard. It's hard to watch. So I feel that way about this. Yeah, it was good for people that were invested in the first game. I think it's important or good to, like, see what happens in this game to finish out the story, but it's not a game that I would go back and watch or play.
Yeah.
I might watch a few clips of Hama, but I don't think I'll be able to, like, watch the whole thing again because it's just very draining.
Yeah, but brilliant.
Yeah, it was really good. I know a lot of people were kind of
I'm interested to see because, like, we've
upset
heard that
about
it's
it.
been divisive, and I haven't read any people's opinions. Even, like, streamers that I watch that I know have played it, I haven't watched anybody else play it. I was kind of keeping, like, myself, so I was only really focusing on this. And I'm really
Yeah, I hear it,
Yeah.
Zelly.
I'm really interested to see some of the people that I know's reaction. Christopher Oddco, a couple other people. Just to see how they react to, the experience. So
Yeah, I'm interested to read about it and what people are saying they liked and what they disliked.
I'm kind of surprised about that one streamer that you said that wouldn't play it because of the treating of the trans character.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like it was, like, yes, do I feel bad that he got abused by their parents and essentially, like, disowned from the Seraphites and everything like this, but I think there's value in the fact it's such a realistic representation.
Yeah,
of what
because some religions, like, will do that.
people go through. I think that was very empowering that they didn't shy away and make it like, oh, this character just happens to be trans. Like, they showed, like, what it's like and the implications and the challenges and that come with especially choosing to come out openly about that. So I think there's a lot of value in that, like, that they portrayed it honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't feel like they treated her unfairly, and the fact that I'm glad they kept her alive. But even so, like, I think that it was
Him.
sorry. Misgendering, my bad.
You're terrible.
I know, I'm sorry. But I think that, yeah, it's just, it's good that it was an honest reflection on what real life can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that they... Honestly, the treatment of... Like, the thing that bothered me the most was the very last part of the treatment of those people. Like, by the Radlers or whatever. Like, that's offensive to me.
Yeah. I'm both kind of bummed and glad we didn't get more background on the Rattlers.
Yeah, I
Because,
wouldn't
like,
want it.
I know there would be nothing good about it.
No.
But also, they're just so extreme compared to... I thought sorry, making some adjustments here. I thought the WLF was bad with Isaac.
Yeah,
And
Isaac's fucked
slaughtering,
up.
like, the Seraphites, but they weren't, like... They tortured some people, but they didn't, like, strap people to poles on the beach in the sun in California. In Southern California, like, that's just slow torture. Like, that's not even torture with intent. That's just, like... We have no value for your human life at all.
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm glad that we didn't have to see that, like, for a long period of time. So...
But it just kind of showed at least, like, all the extreme extents that people get driven to, I guess.
Well, put that behind us. Move
Yeah.
on.
Moving on.
It was a good game, though. I'll give it
It
that.
was great.
It had me invested. Like, I'm not too. It's not really too hard to please me as far as like a story. If it makes me feel something, then it's probably a good game.
And there's been like games that the first Nier for me is one of these where the gameplay was engaging enough to make me play the entire game, but it wasn't till the end of it and where the experience as a whole came together and made me appreciate it so much that I didn't like through the way. Oh,
No, we're not playing a New Game Plus.
New Game Plus challenge mode. Okay.
No, can't do that again.